The following broadcast is a presentation of the ND Sports Channel.
Kobe Johnson, serve up and over. Fitch sets it up. Bailey Nelson puts it down for point 22.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit high in the left center field, and that is gone! It's a 3-run home run for Anagon, and that increases the lead to 16-2.
It'll be Ethan Olson taking the kick, and he'll put it right on goal and right into the goal! Ethan Olson on a free kick from intercepted by Sorensen. Now Sorensen still with the puck, tries the centering pass, bounces back onto her own stick. Now it got deflected and it goes in! And I believe Sorensen might get credit for that as it bounced off a skate or a stick on its way to the goal. Kaylee Jackson, three-pointer up, and no, that one won't go in. Tana Lick pulls down the deep offensive board. She'll put up a three. That one's in and we're tied!
And now, it's game time. The cameras are ready. The headset is on. Without further delay, here's Mike Mason.
All right, welcome. Spartan Dome here in North Fargo. Hope you're having a great early evening, I guess is how we could put it. Mike Mason with you here on the ND Sports Channels. We're getting ready for varsity girls basketball here, Class A EDC matchup here on the ND Sports Channel. Hope you're having a great evening. We'll have it's the second game of our doubleheader. The girls game, the girls JV game is what I'm trying to say here. Let's go back to the stat book. It was Fargo Davies picking up the win by the score of 48-22 in that contest. And matter of fact, it would take over the first half of play for Fargo North to actually get on the scoreboard in that junior varsity game. It would be, let's take a look at the scorebook here. Lydia Farman scoring with 7:15 remaining in the first half to get Fargo North on the board. She would come back down the court and score another bucket. She would get the first 4 points of the game, and it would stay that way for a little bit. But Fargo North picked it up a little bit in the second half, but not enough to close the gap on the scoreboard. And once again, your final score in the girls' JV games, 48-22. I don't have a report on the boys' JV game at this time, but let's put my headphones back on here. There we go. That's why it didn't sound right. I sometimes put that one off my ear so that I can hear the PA announcer in case I miss something. But, yeah, I don't need that right now. As you can see, the teams are warming up. Over on the left end of the court there, it's the Fargo Davies Eagles. Fargo North Spartans haven't come out on the floor yet, but you can see their cheerleaders right in front of the color guard there behind the Fargo Davies players that are warming up. Once again, Fargo Davies 1-1 on the year. They are 1-0 in conference play, and they're 1-0 when they are playing on the road. They've scored 120 points this year, but they've allowed 122. And it's been basically the same score, but flip-flopped in the win and the loss. For Fargo North, we'll get into more of that a little bit later. For the Fargo North Spartans here, they're 0-1 on the year. Their only game so far was against the Bismarck Demons. We had that game for you here on the ND Sports Channel. They allowed 84 points. The final score on our broadcast was 40, but after the game, they looked through the scorebook and adjusted it to 41 points. So the final score was actually 84-41 instead of 84-40. So that's the only game they've played. So they're averaging 41 points a game while allowing an average of 84 points per game here for the Fargo North Spartans. Once again, girls varsity matchup. The boys to follow this one here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the team profiles. And, well, for the we'll start with the Fargo Davies Eagles. And we'll click that button, and it'll come up. And as we mentioned, they had that 70-50 loss against Bismarck Century, a game we had for you here on the ND Sports Channel on December 1st. And then they basically flip-flopped the tables against the Fargo South Bruins 3 days later, picking up a 70-52 win over the Bruins. And then they got the Fargo North tonight, followed by Grand Forks Red River and Grand Forks Central. Red River a road game, Central a home game, both of those at 7:30 p.m. And then the Fargo Shanley game is scheduled for a 5:45 p.m. tip-off. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the first half of a girls-boys doubleheader on December 17th. Then they'll have a home game against the Wahpeton Huskies at 7:30 with Valley City on the road on the 28th to wrap up 2018 with a 7 p.m. tip-off. And then they'll have back-to-back home games to kick off 2019 against the Mustangs and the Packers. 7:30 for the Mustangs, 5:45 for the Packers. That's part of a doubleheader on January 10th with the boys game to follow at approximately 7:30. And for the Fargo North Spartans, well, they had the 84-41 loss against Bismarck High. back on December 1st, and then tonight's game against the Eagles. And then they have, whoops, I hit a button there. They have back-to-back games against Grand Forks Central and Fargo South on the road. 7:30 tip-off against the Knights, a 5:45 tip-off against the Bruins on December 13th. And then they will have Grand Forks Central and Valley City and Fargo Shanley, all home games, 7:37 and 7:30 respectively to wrap up 2018. They'll kick off 2019 in West Fargo against the Packers, a 5:45 p.m. game. And then they'll have a road game against the Huskies down in Wahpeton set for a 7 p.m. tip-off on January 10th. And that wraps up the upcoming games here for the Fargo North Spartans. We're about a minute away from the opening announcements here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the keys to the game for these two teams. We'll start with the Fargo Davies Eagles. And, well, keep up the tempo. We saw it a little bit in that Bismarck Century game, and that's what kind of got them. They kind of let up in that second half, which allowed Bismarck Century to come back. Now, keeping up the tempo and putting the pressure in the backcourt on the Spartans will allow the Eagles to build that lead early. And then after that lead is built, they need to keep the pedal on the gas. They need to not underestimate the Spartans, because if this comes down to a 50-50 game at the end, it could easily go to the Spartans. And with that said, your keys to the game for Fargo North: keep the ball. That was one of the major issues against the Bismarck High Demons, turnovers in that matchup. And they also want to box out on free throws and limit those second chance opportunities for the Fargo Davies Eagles. You want to play smart, slow the pace. Those are a couple of the keys. Like I said, if this gets into a high-scoring shootout for Fargo Davies, they're going to win the game. So they need to play smart and slow the pace, because the lower the score this is at the end of the game, the better chance the Spartans will have a chance at picking up a victory here over the Fargo Davies Eagles. We will take a break now for the national anthem here on the ND Sports Channel. Be back right in a couple minutes here on the ND Sports Channel. The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Stars Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website, ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota. In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search @NDScores to get the same scores on your mobile device every night. All right, welcome back here as we get ready for the Fargo Davies Eagles and the Fargo North Spartans. They're introducing the cheerleaders right now here on the basketball floor. Fargo Davies tonight will be in their maroon red jerseys with, I believe, gold numbers, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to wait till they take off their warm-up jerseys, and then Fargo North will be in their white jerseys tonight as they start to introduce the cheerleaders for the Fargo North Spartans. There we go. We'll get it figured out there eventually. So once again, your keys to the game for these two teams: keep up the tempo, pressure in the backcourt, build the lead early, and do not underestimate for Eagles. For the Spartans, keep the ball. Don't let those turnovers get too high. Box out on free throws, play smart, and slow the pace. Here's your starting lineups now. We'll go to our PA announcer live.
Forward is senior number 12, Davies. For the Eagles, at guard is senior number 21, Alyssa Paper. For the Spartans, at guard is senior number 14, Alexis Smith. For the Eagles, at guard is senior number 23, Julia Sharp. For the Spartans, at guard is junior number 25, Jenny Sem. For the Eagles, at forward is sophomore number 33, Brooklyn Koenig. And for the Spartans, at forward is senior number 30, Sophia Cody. Officials for this evening's contest are Todd Rolfe, Jeremy Carney, and Tim Persky. North Dakota High School Activities Association and the EDC encourage and promote good sportsmanship by students, athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponent. As high school student athletes, we commit to fair play, responsibility, and respect. We invite you to support this effort.
All right. So there you go, your starters for Fargo North. Maddie England, the 5'6" senior. Kaylee Liebel, the 6' senior. Alex Smith, the 5'6" senior. Jenny Sem, the 5'9" junior. And the 5'8" senior, Sophia Cody. Your starters for Fargo Davies, the 5'10" sophomore Riley Waka, the 6' sophomore Taylor Fay. The 5'10" senior, Alyssa Paper. The 5'7" senior, Julia Shook. And then I forgot to circle the fifth one. Who's out there? We'll figure it out as we're underway here in the varsity game for the girls, and an immediate turnover is tipped out of bounds by Jenny Sem, so it will not be a turnover. It'll stay here with Fargo Davies. It says half number 2 on there. We'll get that changed. There we go. Now it's changed. 17:41 and counting as Fargo North going from left to right will have the ball. They'll work it in down low, and they'll put it in off the glass. It's Sophia Cody with the first bucket for Fargo North, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Spartans. But a quick pass down the other way. That shot won't go up. A loose ball will come down into the hands of Sophia Cody. Fargo North will bring it over the timeline now, put it on the near wing, Alex Smith. Smith looking for the pass. It got tipped into the hands of... Can't see who that is over there. That's Maddie England. England drives into the lane. Shot won't go. Rebound pulled down by Alyssa Paper. 17:07 and counting to go here in the first half. Paper will pull up for 3. Straight away up and in. Riley Wacha. And now will they count the basket? Apparently the shot clock wasn't turned on. They will count the basket. It is 3-2.
That was Wacha for 3.
Riley Wacha with the 3-pointer. Thought it was Paper, but it was Wacha. So 3-2 now in favor of Fargo Davies. That's lead change number 1. The 0-0 does not count as a lead change or a tie. Back the other way, and a whistle, and
Faye for 2.
They will count the basket.
Following the Spartans, number 12, Kaylee Nebo. Faye shooting 1 shot.
Taylor Faye gets the bucket. Taylor Faye will have a chance to make
Number
the
23, Morgan Coleman.
three-point conversion here. That was the longest layup to actually wait to go through the hoop I've ever seen in 3 or 4 years. And she will convert on the three-point play. 1 for 1 for the Eagles here on the free throw line, and nearly a travel. And over the timeline, it's taken away by Alyssa Paper. And now a double dribble is called, and the ball goes back to Fargo North. Once again, a 6-2 lead for Fargo Davies. Fargo Davies junior varsity team is at the end of the first 0-0. Three-pointer up from the far side. It's Maddie England with the triple. The 5'6" senior makes it 6-4, pulling the, or 6-5, excuse me, pulling the Spartans within 1. Here's a 3 back the other way. That one will bounce out the back rim. That one will not go out of the hands there. Riley Waka, who has 1 triple. Once again, 6-5. Back the other way, we have another lead change.
Smith from Cody for 2.
7-5, Fargo North. Alex Smith with the bucket. Back the other way, North will pull down the rebound. Bring it over the timeline, there is Sophia Cody. Cody gets it to England, looking down low. Clean block as Jen comes in, and Jenny Sem comes in, excuse me. Got the first letter of the first name and the first letter of the last name mixed up there for a second. 7-6, we've had 2 lead changes.
Tim Jacobson coaching the Eagles, assisted by Terry Porter and Joe Snowden.
Fargo Davies will work the ball near side. Baseline, thought about the jumper, and then the defense came up. Handoff there along the baseline. Now they'll come back out. They're trying to work the ball inside the paint. Bounce pass across the lane, gets poked away, rolls out of bounds, and it looks like it'll go back to Fargo North. Spartans with a 1-point lead here, 7-6, 15:24 to go here in the first half of play. Mike Mason with you here on the ND Sports Channel. Game 2 of our double triple header. Boys varsity game coming up next here on the ND Sports Channel. Spartans have the ball. They'll work it up top. High post there. That is Sophia Cody. Now looking down low, and the ball gets loose, and it's picked up by Taylor Faye. Back the other way. Now comes Fargo Davies, trailing by 1. Loose ball stolen away and picked up by Jenny Sem. Sem will move it up court there into the hands of Alex Smith. Now they'll punch it into the lane. Shot is up. That one won't go. Out of the hands there of Cody. Back the other way comes Fargo Davies. 14:52 to go here in the first half of play. Thinking about that 3, instead pushes it over to the far side. Now they'll pop it back out. Catch and shoot 3 is up and in, out of the hands of Julia Shook, who gets the triple. And it's 9-7. Fargo Davies takes the lead back. And now we're tied at 9.
England for 2.
Maddie England with 5 now as we're tied at 9. It's the first tie of the game. And up to this point, we've had 1, 2, 3 lead changes and 1 tie. Loose ball goes into the backcourt, and it'll roll out of bounds. The whistle will stop the clock with 14:10 to go here in the first half of play. We're tied up at 9 apiece. Taya Opheim, the senior, checks into the lineup, and that will give the Spartans a, see who's checking out. Can't see, that is Alex Smith, who'll get a breather on the bench. In the game against Bismarck, Taya Opheim played for about 8 minutes, didn't score any points, grabbed a couple of rebounds though. Speaking of rebounds, there's one for the Spartans, and they'll come back the other way. They tried to feed it into the hands of Jenny Sem, but it'll go off her fingertips and out of bounds. We remain tied at 9 with 13:50 to go here in the first half of play between the Eagles and the Spartans. In the girls junior varsity game, it was Fargo Davies winning 48-22. That was the final score in the junior varsity game. No word on the boys junior varsity game. If we do get word on that, we'll pass that one along to you. All I can tell you is that one has gone final. 13:40 to go, tied at 9 between the Eagles and the Spartans. Loose ball is chased down right in front of the timeline there by, that is Riley Waka. Now the three is up, rattles in and out. Offensive rebound underneath for Alyssa Paper, and she will get the bucket, and she'll make a trip to the free throw line to try and get one more, 11-9.
Number 23, Morgan Comer. That is her first. Paper shooting one shot.
Paper's free throw up and in. It's a 3-point lead here for Fargo Davies, 12-9 as Sem has it in the backcourt. A little bit of a half-court pressure there by Fargo Davies, and it is nearly stripped away, and now a whistle, and they'll call a jump ball. Possession will favor the Spartans. 13-18 to go here in the first half of play. Inbounds pass from the baseline for Fargo North. Triggering the inbounds pass will be the 5'6" senior, Maddie England. England from the baseline is looking, punches it in. That goes into the hands of Cody. Cody puts it up, front of the rim, won't go. Loose ball out of bounds, last touch by Fargo North. They'll go back to Fargo Davies. Eagles get the ball back with a 3-point lead. 13-10 and counting to go here in the first half. On the near wing, that is Safransky. Now they'll push it over far side, bounce pass out to Paper. Paper to Safransky. Now they'll work it over to the far side. 14 on the shot clock. Back into the hands of Safransky. Up top, near side, catch and shoot three is up. Little off the mark there, out of the hands of Brooklyn Koenig. Offensive, or I'm not sure if that was an offensive or defensive rebound, but Fargo North has the ball. 12-9. Three from the top of the key, a little short out of the hands of Maddie England. Davies will let that go out of bounds, and they'll take possession of the basketball. (12-9), 12.5 to go first half. Another catch and shoot three. This one hits the back rim, bounces off. Offensive rebound comes down to the hands of Taylor Fay, who will put it back up. That'll roll around in and out. Jenny Sem pulls down the defensive board for the Spartans, and Fargo North will come back over the timeline with 12:15 and counting to go. Ball is tipped away. Back the other way. Now comes Riley Waka. Waka, loose ball, gets into the hands of Safransky. Safransky, I believe that's Paper. Free throw line jumper is short. No, check that. That was Taylor Fay, excuse me. Offensive rebound, and that one will go in. They will count it. Nice job there by Fargo Davies. Brooklyn Koenig with her first bucket of the game, and she'll go to the free throw line to try and get one more.
Jenny Sem, it's her first. Koenig shooting one shot. In for the Spartans, back in the game, number 14, Lexi Smith.
So Opine will get a breather on the bench, and Alex Smith will come back into the lineup for the Spartans. 11:59, free throw up and in, and it's 15-9. As the Eagles increase their lead to 6.
In for the Eagles, number 20, Taylor Frosley.
Taylor Frosley checks into the lineup for Fargo Davies. Frosley had 4 points in the junior varsity game. 15-9, 11:52 to go. Sem will have it over on the far wing. She'll push it up top into the hands of Alex Smith. Smith looks into the near corner. Maddie England catch and shoot three, a little bit too strong. Davies pulls down the defensive board. 11:37 to go as the Eagles come over the timeline. They'll go straight away, three up and in. That is Riley Wacha with her second triple, and it's 18-9. Timeout on the floor. Fargo North will take a timeout with them. Be back in just a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. All right, we'll come out of that break a little bit early here. 18-9. Fargo Davies has the lead. Sem with the ball. Now she'll feed it into the hands there. Morgan Comer, a 5'9" senior. for Fargo North. I believe it was Comer. No, check that. There was no 1 in front of that 5. It was Maddie England, far side there. 3 is up. That one won't go. Offensive rebound. That one's a little short. Defensive board pulled down by the Eagles. The lead is double, 18-9 for Fargo Davies. Last time we were tied was at 9-9, and the Fargo Davies Eagles have gone on a 9-0 run since that 9-9 tie and make it an 11-0 run. Alyssa Paper with 5 points now, and it's 20-9 in favor of Fargo Davies with 10:40 to go here in the first half of play. Spartans work it into the near corner. 3-pointers up, bounces up and in. Maddie England with the triple. She has 2 of them now, and she leads the way right now with 8 points for the Spartans. And the Spartans get into double digits. They lead, or trail by 8, 20-12. Shot up, won't go. Ball gets poked out of bounds, stopping the clock with 10:19 to go here in the first period of play.
And number 40, Ava Wild.
Riley Watcha and Ava Wild check into the lineup here for Fargo Davies. Ava is a 5'11 freshman forward for the Fargo Davies Eagles. Smith, 1 dribble, looks inside, overthrows her teammate, and the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover back to Fargo Davies. Three turnovers for Fargo Davies, 7 now for Fargo North. And remember, in our pregame show, one of the keys of the game was keep the ball. And in the early part of this first half, they're hanging right with Fargo Davies. And now they're starting to turn the ball over, and it's reflecting on the scoreboard. It's an 8-point difference now. Fargo Davies looking to make it maybe a 10 or 11-point difference here, as they have 3-4 players that can easily shoot the 3. Ball goes out of bounds. That's turnover number 4 here for Fargo Davies in this matchup. 9:52 to go here in the first period. Kaylee Lebo will check into the lineup here for Fargo North. She'll trigger the inbounds pass into the hands of Maddie England, who'll put it into the hands of Alex Smith here. Dribbles up near the top of the key. 2 quick passes and off the fingertips of Kaylee Lebo, the 6-foot senior. Out of bounds, turnover number 8 for Fargo North, and 9:43 to go. It remains an 8-point lead here for the Eagles. Pulling up to the top of the lane there is Waka and then Paper, and both of them thought about pulling the trigger on the 3, but we'll have another team foul here on Fargo North.
At the line, Alyssa Paper.
That's 5 team fouls now for the Spartans, and Alyssa Paper steps up to the free throw line where she's 1 for 1 in the game so far. Make it 2 for 2. 21-12.
For the Eagles, number 23, Julia Shuck.
Julia Shook, a 5'7 senior, checks back into the lineup for the second time. I forgot to write down the time of the game when it was tied at 9-9. If I had to make a guess, say it happened at about the 14-minute mark, 13-minute mark maybe of the game. Straightaway 3 up, in and out, won't go. Rebound comes down into the hands there of Taylor Fay. Fay, a 6-foot sophomore for the Eagles. Long 2 is up. Nice rainbow shot up and in. Taylor Fay with a bucket. No, Riley Watcha, I guess. I thought it was Fay, but we'll go with Watcha. 9:05 to go here, and it's 24-12. Really? Yes, because I forgot to put in the free throw on the last one there. So the lead is double once again. Inbounds pass comes in far side baseline. Battling for it, they'll call travel. Sophia Cody travels, and that's turnover number 9 now for the Spartans. They'll put the ball into the hands of Ava Wild. Wild will look into the near corner there. That's Julia Shook. Shook drives in, high post jumper, up off the glass and in.
Julia Shook for 2.
26-12, and Davies are starting to pull away with this. On the near wing here, it's Alex Smith. Smith will push it up top into the hands there of Comer, and that'll be taken away. Back the other way, all alone, up against the glass. Won't get it to go in, but she will make a trip to the free throw line, stopping the clock with 8:27 to go here, and that'll be team foul number 6 on the Spartans.
Foul on the Spartans, number 30, Sophia
Stepping up
Cody,
to the
that's
free
her
throw line
second.
is the 5'10" sophomore Riley
Riley
Wacha
Wacha shooting 2 shots.
to shoot 2. 8:27 to go, first half, 26-12. Eagles lead the Spartans, and you can make it 27-12 as that one will bounce around and drop in.
For the Eagles, number 33, Brooklyn Koenig. In for the
Well, knock
Spartans,
on wood,
number
but
4, Greta
I'll
Raiders.
wait to say it until after this free throw. Let's put it that way. The Eagles are 7 for 7 in this game from the free throw line, and it's 28-12 as a result. 8:20 and counting to go here in the first half. Ball gets tipped out of bounds, and it'll go back to Fargo Davies. Saying that Alex Smith touched it last. 8:17 and counting to go here, first half of play. It's my third half of basketball for the day, and we'll have 3 more halves to go here before we wrap things up from the Spartan Dome in North Fargo. Davies working it around, now making a move inside and laying it off the glass is Taylor Fay.
Taylor Fay for 2.
30-12. Zoom in a little bit closer there. The next break in action will make another adjustment there as the ball is tipped away and it comes back the other way and over the hands of Taylor Fay and out of bounds. And that's turnover number 5 for the Fargo Davies Eagles now. 7:31 to go here first half. 30-12, an 18-point advantage for the Fargo Davies Eagles. It was close early in the game, then Fargo North Star turned the ball over, and now those turnovers are showing up as points for Fargo Davies on the scoreboard. Getting tied up with it there at the top of the key was Maddie England, and they will call a foul on Riley Wacha. I believe that's her first.
Foul on the Eagles, number 14, Riley Wacha, that's her first. Back in for the Eagles, number 21, Alyssa Paper.
First foul on Wacha, and the first team foul of the game here for Fargo Davies. Just now noticed that. England will have it, pick up her dribble and throw it near side into the hands now of Comer. Comer puts a shot up and in. It's a 3-pointer for Morgan Comer.
For 3.
And the lead's been cut in half. It's 30-15 with 7:02 and counting to go in the first half of play. Davies works it into the high post, kicks it outside. 3-pointers up, and that will bounce off the front of the rim. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Fargo Davies. Spartans will get the ball back. (30-15) now. We'll see if the Spartans can cut the deficit a little bit more. Setting the screen there is wrong roster. That was Anna Benson, number 22, who's into the matchup here for Fargo North. Quickly down the other end, that's Alyssa Paper putting it in.
Paper for 2.
32-15. 6:21 and counting. Shot is up, a little too strong from Maddie England. Defensive board for the Eagles. Fargo Davies will bring it back over the timeline with 6:14 and counting to go. Long 2 is up. I believe that's Taylor Fay. No, check that. That was Wacha. And that one won't go. And looks like Smith came down with the rebound. Now she'll turn the ball
Back
over.
in for the Eagles, number 5, Taylor Safransky. And for the Spartans, number 10, Taya Opine. Number 25, Jenny Sen. And number 30, Sophia Cody.
So Taylor Safransky checks in for the Eagles. And you got 3 substitutions here for Fargo North, including Sam Opine, and I didn't see who the other one is off the top of my head here. 3-pointer up, back rim too strong, offensive board underneath. That was Frosley with the offensive board, and she'll feed it in to her teammate who lays it in off the glass. That is Taylor Fay with 2 more. 34-15. They work the ball into the lane, low post turnaround, rolls around and out. Fay pulls down, or Wacha, excuse me, pulls down the rebound and back the other way. A whistle will stop the clock with 5:22 to go here. 26 on the shot clock, and we have another foul here on Fargo Davies. That's team foul number 7 now, and that should put Fargo Davies on a one-on-one bonus for the remainder of the first half. Cody with a third personal. To play a little bit cautious here for the next 5 minutes for Sophie Cody. Free throw is up. And that's the first miss of the game here for Fargo Davies from the free throw line, but the offensive board is put up and in by Alyssa Paper. Wacha was the one at the free throw line, and it's 36-15. Guess I would exchange 1 point for 2 as well. Spartans working the ball into the hands of Smith. Smith runs into a double team, one dribble, picks up her. Now England will put up a 3 that hits the front iron and won't go. Defensive board here for Fargo Davies. It's a 2-on-1 back the other way, off the glass and in. It's Brooklyn Koenig.
Timeout, Spartans.
Spartans will take a timeout, so will we. We'll be back here in just a moment on the ND Sports Channel. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @ND Scores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. All right, welcome back out of the timeout here. 4:45 to go in the first half of play, and the Fargo Davies Eagles, when tied at 9-9, they broke the tie to go 11-9. They would go on an 11-0 run, and now they've increased their lead to 38-15 with 4:45 to go here in the first half of play. We'll turn down the background noise here for a little bit and get rid of the copyrighted music in the background so we avoid those copyright strikes on our YouTube channel. You can also watch us on our website at ndsportschannel.com, and of course 24/7 replay, on-demand replay of the game will be available on our website within a couple hours after the conclusion of the boys varsity game here tonight. I said within a couple hours, and that more than likely will be true, but I should always remember to say 24 hours just in case something happens. But we've had a pretty good success rate there with getting it up way before that 24-hour time limit is up. Fargo North will look the ball, turn around off the mid-post, off the glass too strong. Alyssa Paper pulls down the rebound here for Fargo Davies. 38-15, 4:27 and counting to go here in the first half of play. Baseline jumper up, and that one won't go. Offensive rebound, Alyssa Paper turns around. That one won't roll. It rattles out, and Alex Smith pulls down the rebound for Fargo North. 4:07 to go here, 38-15 as they work the ball into the near post. And that pass got tipped away. A 2-on-1 back the other way. A bounce pass, that's Paper. She puts it in off the glass, and it's up and in.
Paper from Koenig for 2.
(40-15) now. Loose ball off the rebound. Initially came down to Fargo Davies, but then Alex Smith got her arms in there, and that results in a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Fargo Davies anyway. So a smart tie up there by Alex Smith. Gives the possession arrow back to the Spartans here on the next possession change. 3:35 and counting to go here in the first half. Eagles have a comfortable lead at 40-15 right now over the Spartans. That one went off a knee. I'm not sure which knee. It was either Sophia Cody or Ava Wild, and it looks like they're gonna call it off Cody's knee out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles. A baseline pass comes inside, near corner. That's Brooklyn Koenig. Get it up into the hands of Ava Wild, back to Koenig. Near side now, that's Frosley. Frosley puts up the shot. Front iron won't go. Bounces off the iron out of bounds, and that'll go into the books as a turnover for Fargo. No, it won't actually go into the books as a turnover. Fargo Davies with 5 turnovers so far. That's half of what Fargo North has. They have 10. Unless I missed one, they might have 11, but we'll go with 10. Shot up, that one will bounce up and down and in. Maddie England with her 3rd triple in the game, and it's 40-18. 2:50 to go. Davies will work the ball along the baseline. Bounce pass across the lane. Short jumper up and in. Nice job there by Lauren Fury. That's her first bucket of the game, the 5'9" senior, scoring, making it 42-18 in favor of Fargo Davies. Alex Smith's shot was partially blocked, and now go back to Fargo Davies. 2:37 and counting. As Davies works it into the near corner. Long 2 is up, a little too strong on that one. Pulling down the defensive board there for Fargo North was Taya Opine. 3-pointer up, in, nothing but net. Morgan Comer with her 2nd triple. The lead's been cut in half. 42-21 is our score. 2 minutes to go here in the first half of play. On the near wing, it's Frosley. Frosley, cross-court pass, far side. Now they'll swing it back up top there for Safransky, back to Frosley. Thought about the 3, let the defender go up into the air and around. Now wide open, straight away, in and out, won't go. Ball's tipped around, pulled down the defensive rebound there was the senior, Sophia Cody. Back the other way, minute 37 to go here in the first half. Spartans looking to cut the deficit down a little bit more. If they can stop the turnovers, they might have a chance to get back into this game, and that will go into the lane, and you can count it for one more. 42-23.
Opine for 1 shot. Watch out, Faye.
Taya Opine will have a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Anna Benson. Greta Rader back in the game for the Spartans.
Opine's free throw is up, and they'll rattle in and out. Minute 27 to go.
Lebo in the game for the Spartans.
It's at this point in the game where Fargo Davies may want to just kind of be a little bit patient here and let the clock run out in the first half. Get a little bit of rest, come out strong in the second half, build the lead by another 10 points or so, and then kind of cruise from there. But don't count Fargo North out just yet. Opine with another shot just outside of the high post, and that will not go in. Long pass, far side into the hands of Julia Shook. Shook will get it back. She'll put it up for 3. That's off the front of the rim, won't go. A loose ball underneath the hoop. Nobody has clear possession of it at the moment. Jump ball, possession arrow favors Fargo North. I'll stop the clock with 43 seconds to go. So you got Lebo and Smith, as well as Comer and Anna Benson and Greta Rader in on the floor right now for Fargo North. Ball goes back to Fargo Davies. They'll work it over to the far side. That is Safransky. Safransky kicks it out. Shook for a 3. That one rattles in and out. Rebound underneath, up and in. That is Taylor Faye. Faye with 9 points now. And it's a 21-point advantage here for Fargo Davies.
In the game for the Spartans, Maddie England.
13 seconds to go here in the first half. Fargo North will have a chance to probably get the last shot in. Fargo Davies will put a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Alex Smith will get it over the timeline. 11 seconds to go. Shot clock off. Bounce pass over far side. Lost it in between her legs. She would have been wide open for 3 had she been able to control that pass. But Fargo Davies will have one more chance now with 7 seconds to go to bring the ball down the court and maybe get one more basket here before halftime. 44-23 with the ball right now is Wacha. Wacha behind the back dribble. Drives it in, and did she get it off before? No, she did not. Shot will not count in our halftime score. Fargo North 23, Fargo Davies 44. We'll take a timeout and be back in a few minutes here with your halftime numbers right after this on the ND Sports Channel. In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search @NDScores to get the same scores on your mobile device every night. The ND Sports Channel is your home for Fargo Davies soccer in 2019. This spring, catch select matches for the girls team live on the ND Sports Channel, scheduled to be determined. And this fall, catch all the Eagles boys soccer matches, both home and away, live on the ND Sports Channel. Watch on-demand replays of the 2018 soccer season by clicking on soccer under the game rewind button on our website, ndsportschannel.com. April 2019, the Fargo North softball team returns to the ND Sports Channel. Live video broadcasts of each and every Spartan softball game, home and away all season long, will be streamed live on the ND Sports Channel. This spring, watch every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for your Fargo North Spartans live and exclusively on the ND Sports Channel. And for a full current sports schedule, check out the website at ndsportschannel.com. To sponsor Spartan softball, give us a call, 701-404-9072. That's 701-404-9072.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. All right, welcome back. It's halftime here between the Davies Eagles and the Fargo North Spartans, and right now the Eagles have the lead at the halftime. 44-23 is our score. We're about 6.5 minutes away from the start of the second half of play here on the ND Sports Channel. Your individual numbers look like this. Maddie England with 11 points, including 3 three-pointers and 1 deuce. Taya Opine with a bucket, going 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Then you got Alex Smith with 2 points. Morgan Comer with 6. Both of those from behind the three-point arc. And then Sophia Cody has a bucket, and you total those up, and that equals 23 here for Fargo North. 0 for 1 in the first half. The only free throw attempt came from Taya Opine on what would have been a three-point opportunity because she made the bucket before the foul there. And, well, that makes them an easy 0% here in the first half from the free throw line. But for the Fargo Davies Eagles, and if I can have my production assistant pull out the calculator here because I forgot to add up the free throws here. But the points, you got Riley Wacha with 10 and Taylor Fay with 9. Julia Shook has 5, and then you have Brooklyn Koenig with 5 and Lauren Feary with a bucket. And then leading the way right now is Alyssa Paper, the 5'10 senior, with 13 points, including 3 for 3 from the free throw line. In that first half, the Fargo Davies were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 of 8 from the free throw line. That'd make them 87%. 87.5. You could round it up to 88 if you want. We'll go with 87 just because I like the number 7. It looks cleaner on my stat sheet, but 87.5% to be exact there. 7 of 8 from the free throw line in the first half for the Fargo Davies Eagles. That wraps up your halftime show. Well, actually, no, it doesn't, because we had 11 turnovers for Fargo North in the first half. See, it's the first, still early in the season. I'm still getting used to adding up my stats. Give me about 10 games, and I'll be mastered at this. But and then 5 turnovers for Fargo Davies in that first half. So, once again, as we said on our pregame show, the keys to the game, especially for Fargo North, hang on to the ball. They turned the ball over too many times. They did that against Bismarck High. That game got away from them. Now they were close here in the first half of the first half against Fargo Davies as they were hanging with the Eagles. But then they started to turn the ball over, and, well, now those turnovers are reflecting in points on the scoreboard for the Eagles. Right now, it's a 44-23 difference on the scoreboard. We'll see if Fargo North can clean up those turnovers and maybe cut the deficit, get back into this game. Like I said, if this thing's close at the end, it could go either way. Otherwise, Fargo Davies will pull away with the W. But still another half of basketball to decide all that. We'll be back in just a moment here as we're about just under 4 minutes away from the start of the second half right here on the ND Sports Channel. It's high school basketball from the Spartan Dome in Fargo, North Dakota, right here on the ND Sports Channel. The ND Sports Channel is a proud supporter and broadcast partner with North Dakota Softball All-Stars. The games and skills competition for the 3rd annual Shields ND Softball All-Stars Series are scheduled for June 3rd and 4th, 2019, and it'll all be live on the ND Sports Channel. Let's team up and help ND Softball All-Stars make the program the best it can be for the final high school softball game for the top seniors in the state of North Dakota. Send your donations to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota 58109, or you can also donate on the ND Softball All-Stars Facebook page. For more information on ND Softball All-Stars, check out the website, ndsoftballallstars.com. Let's team up to support a great program for a great sport in the great state of North Dakota. In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. All right, welcome back. Fargo North High School here. Start of the second half, 44-23. Fargo Davies will make it 46-23. 47-23. It was a three-pointer there. Koenig sticking her foot out there, blocking that pass. Still trying to track down who got the that three-pointer there. I missed the call from the PA announcer. Shot is up, won't go. It was Taylor Fay with the three-pointer. She has 12 now. Go back to our scoreboard camera here. Back-to-back three-pointers here to start off the second half, increasing the Davies lead 50-23. Davies outscoring Fargo North 6-0 here in the second half, and they're looking to add to that. Off the glass and in. Maddie England looking inside there. Ball gets tipped and deflected into the hands of Julia Shook. Shook will bring it back the other way for Fargo Davies. She's looking inside. That pass is intercepted by Jenny Sem. Sem will bring it back over the timeline. 16:27 to go. Feed it into the lane there to Sophia Cody. And Cody will go to the free throw line to shoot some free throws. Taylor Fay and Wiley Waka, the only two with the fouls for Fargo Davies. They had one in the first half, one so far here in the second half. And the free throw's up and good, 50-24. I believe it's Cody at the line, if I'm not mistaken. Second free throw's up and in as well. Start going 0 for 1 in the first half. They are now 2 for 2, and the Spartans will take a timeout. 52-25. We're back in 30 seconds. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. All right, as we come out of the timeout, it's 52-25, and I'm not sure why the scoreboard was sitting at 52-25 before we went to the timeout. Now we have to adjust it again. I'm not sure why that happened. 16-16 and counting, and make that 16-16 and stop clock. Jump ball will favor the Fargo North Spartans. Maddie England will have trailer inbounds pass from the baseline here. Full shot clock, 16-16 on the game clock as they'll work the ball into the hands of Alex Smith. Now near side three-pointer, Maddie England up and in. That's her fourth triple of the game, and it's 52-28. Maddie England with 14 points in the game so far, and now Fargo North will get the ball back. Fargo North on a little mini run. That is intercepted at the timeline there by Alyssa Paper. Paper will take it back the other way. That one will not go in. A loose ball scrambling around for it. Alex Smith gets shoulder tackled to the floor. Fargo North will maintain possession of the ball, and then it got poked out of bounds there by Riley Watcha, and Fargo North will have an inbounds pass from the far sideline. And Jenny Sem will trigger that inbounds pass. Safransky checking back into the lineup for the Eagles. And now we'll take a timeout. And we'll take one with them. We're back in 30 once again here on the ND Sports Channel. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search @NDScores to get the same scores on your mobile device every night. All right, welcome back. Out of the timeout, 52-28. Fargo North on a 5-0 run right now. And that run will temporarily come on hold there. It's going to be another foul on Sophia Cody. That's her fourth. One more, and she's out of the game. And we have 15.5 to play yet. Oh, actually, that's her third. I had her down for 3 prior to that. So I guess she has 3, and I guess that's good news if you're a Spartan fan. Safransky for the Eagles, dribbling up top, being guarded there by Smith, nearly taking it away. Nice defensive loose ball picked up by Sem, puts into the hands, and now they'll turn it over. They had a golden opportunity there, and they couldn't capitalize on it. And now back the other way comes Riley Watcha for the Fargo Davies Eagles. 15:05 to go here in the second half of play. Don't count the Spartans out of this one just yet. Shot is up and in. Oh, yeah, and that reminds me, a scoring correction earlier. Brooklyn Koenig has 6 in the second half. She had the 3 that I credited to Taylor Fay earlier. So Fay with 2 2s and Koenig with 2 3s here. And that's all the scoring in the second half so far for Fargo Davies. It's 54-28. Taylor Fay will pick up her second, team second. And Jenny Sem will step up to the line for the first time in this contest. Spartans are 2 for 2 in the second half. Make it 3 for 3 in the second half. 3 for 4 overall in the game. 54-29 now. 14:34 to go. Sem puts up the second free throw, and 4 for 4 for the Spartans from the line here in the second half. Not a bad way to start the second half of play. They're within 24. Back the other way, Paper, bounce pass, far side, driving into the lane and putting it in. Off the glass was Taylor Fay. She had 9 points in the first half. She already has 6 in the second half here. Nice move by Sophia Cody, I believe, yeah. And a turnover. Jenny Sem all alone, one-on-one, lays it in off the glass. 7 turnovers now for Fargo Davies as Fargo North puts pressure in the backcourt, and it's another turnover. And this is good news for Fargo North. They are starting to pull in a little bit closer as they keep the points coming in. Jenny Sem scoring that bucket there. Melissa Paper into the lane, and she'll draw contact. Shot won't go, but she will step up to the free throw line, and I believe that's the second team foul in the second half here. Now Sophia Cody has 4, and now she has to be careful. We still have 13 minutes to play in the game. 1 more, and Cody's out. I'm not sure who the PA announcer is here, but I have to take a guess that he's not from Fargo North because it's Taya Opheim and not Opam, or however it was that he said it. Long 3 up, and I mean, that was a very long 3. Probably could have taken a couple steps in. An offensive rebound by Opheim. Feeds it into Sem. Sem can't get it to going off the glass, but she'll hustle and get her own rebound. Opheim will pop it out into the hands there of Comer. Comer back up top now. That's Maddie England. England back over to Comer, wide open for 3, and it won't go in. Offensive rebound pull, or defensive rebound pulled down by Taylor Fay. 58-36. Make it 2 more. Riley Watcha with 8 points in the second half, and she has 17 in the game, 60-36. Fargo North doing a good job, but Fargo Davies answering, and pulling down the defensive rebound. Then her left foot was out of bounds. And that gives the ball right back to Fargo North. Inbounds pass from the baseline comes into Taya Opheim. She drives in the lane, nearly lost the ball, gets out to Sem for three. Off the back iron, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Taylor Fay. Back the other way come the Eagles, 60-36. Rushing, baseline, partially blocked by Jenny Sem, excuse me. And now Fargo North will get the ball back. A quick pass through the hands of Morgan Comer out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 12:20 to go here in the second half of play. If you took a look at the scoreboard, you probably wouldn't agree with me, but the scoreboard does not reflect the play here between these two teams in half number 2. It more reflects the play of the two teams in half number 1. And they will call a foul. Came like a quarter of a step away from a traveling call there. Koenig, 1 for 1, make it 1 for 2 as she misses that one. She'll get a second one though. Once again, 60-36. Clock is stopped with 12 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the second half. And we had the buzzer for a potential substitution. Looks like Fargo North substitution is on the horizon, and now it will come in as Koenig goes 1 for 2. Jenny Sem will get a breather on the bench, and that will bring in, I'm not sure who came in. I heard the PA announcer. I think it was Smith. 12 minutes to go. And a travel? Yep, that's what it'll be, and that is turnover number 10 now for Fargo Davies. Turnovers, Fargo Davies in the second half. Fargo Davies 5 and Fargo North 1. Fargo North had 11 at the halftime mark, and now they can add one more to that. They have 13 now. They have 2 turnovers in the second half compared to 5 for Fargo Davies here in the second half of play. 61-36, Alex Smith, that's how I have her written in my roster. Picks up her first personal, 4th team foul. Shot up won't go, rebound pulled down by the Spartans. They'll feed it into the hands of Taya Opheim, drives baseline, and she'll draw contact and make a trip to the charity stripe, try and get a couple more on the board here for the Spartans. That's a little bit closer. And Opheim will get that one to drop in.
Back in the game for the Eagles, number 14, Riley Wacha, number 15, Taylor Fay.
61-37. And that one will rattle off the front of the rim to the left side. It remains 61-37 with 11:37 to go here in the second half of play. Davies will work the ball into the hands of Frosley on the near corner. Now they'll look underneath. That shot won't go. I believe that was Fay underneath, and it was. She got the offensive rebound. Then Opheim and Fay collide. They fall out of bounds, and the ball will stay with Fargo Davies. 11:24 to go here in the second half of play. Baseline inbounds pass for the Eagles. Now come out into the near corner, and it was a timeout. Fargo Davies will take a timeout. We will too. Back in 30 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
right, welcome back. Shot is up and in. (63-37). Turnover for Fargo North, gives the ball back to Davies, and now wide open. Well, not really a wide open three, but she makes it anyway. Riley Wacha with the triple from the corner, and that makes it 65-37, and nearly another turnover. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Fargo North, or will it? No, it'll go to Fargo Davies, so we'll go into the books as turnover number 15 here for the Spartans. 10:48 counting to go. Tied up, jump ball, possession arrow favors Fargo Davies.
Back in the game for the Spartans, number 30, Sophia Cody, and number 25, Jenny Sem.
So Sem and Cody go in. Opheim and Colmer get a breather on the bench. 17 on the shot clock, 10:37 on the game clock. Behind the back dribble there by Wacha. She'll pick it back up, push it into the corner here. That is, I believe, Koenig. And it was, and it is. Free throw line jumper up and in. Nice job by Riley Wacha. 67-37, or 68-37, excuse me. It's a 31-point lead, and that shot there from Cody rolls in and out. Back the other way, it's Wacha. Wacha will put it into the corner, driving baseline. Pass gets tipped and into the corner for three, and got it!
Koenig for three.
Brooklyn Koenig, the 5'7" sophomore, has her third triple here in the second half. 71-37 is our score. That's Cody. Shot up a little too strong. Rebound comes down to the Eagles and race for it. She cannot get there. Takes a forward somersault out of bounds. Trying to get up, catch up to the ball. Nice effort there. But it'll go into the books as a turnover for Fargo Davies.
Back in for the Spartans, number 21.
That's probably the most exciting turnover you will see. Back the other way now, Maddie England, 5'6" senior, crosses the timeline with 9.5 to go here in the second half. Ball's tipped away, picked up by Wacha. Wacha will go all the way to the hoop and lay it in off the glass.
Wacha for two.
And now the Fargo Davies Eagles are putting the icing on the cake right now. 73-37. Looking inside, that was a nice pass, but the shot doesn't go in out of hands of Anna Benson. And back the other way, Wacha has it. Dumps it out to the baseline. Now back out on the far wing. Drives into the lane, puts the shot up. Does she draw contact? She does.
Following the Spartans, number 14, Lexi Smith. That is her
second personal for Alex Smith.
Ava Wild.
I guess we'll go with Lexi since that's what they're calling her out there. And they won't trip me up anymore. Well, free throw is up and bangs out the front of the rim to the left side.
For the Eagles, number 5, Taylor Safransky, and number 22, Abby Grosskruger. In for the Spartans, number 40, Maggie Benson.
Ava Wild at the free throw line for the Eagles, and she'll miss the second one. Missed everything on that one. (73-37). England making a move, lays it in, up off the glass, but it doesn't go in. Sem with the rebound. Nice move there. Shot was blocked. And how many opportunities can you get before you draw a foul? And apparently the answer is 4. Nice job there by Maggie Benson.
Eagles, number 40, Ava Wild. Maggie Benson at the line, shooting 2 shots.
Ava Wild picks up her second personal, and Maggie Benson goes to the free throw line for the first time tonight. And her first free throw is up and it'll drop in. Nice job for the 6-foot sophomore. 73-38. Second free throw is up in front of the rim. No good on that one. 1 for 2 on that trip for Benson. Eagles will come back the other way with a 73-38 lead. 8:25 and counting to go here in the second half. They'll work the ball down on the low block, kick it outside. Far wing three up, no good. Benson pulls down the rebound on the defensive board. Back the other way, now comes the Spartans. Bounce pass into the lane for Anna Benson. Puts it up and in.
Anna Benson for two.
73-40, 8 minutes to go in this one. Safransky will get the ball back in between the circles. Now she'll dribble to the right side, pick up her dribble, and it's taken away. The pass was blocked, stuffed right back into the hands of Safransky by Maddie England. The ball, as a result, goes out of bounds. Last touch by England will stay with the Eagles. 7:47 to go here in this one. Inbounds pass triggered by Ava Weil. They'll come into the hands of Abby Grosgruber.
Following the Spartans, number 40, Nikki Benson. Abby Grosgruber at the line.
Grosgruber, excuse me. Free throw up and off the front of the rim, no good. And that one is no good. In the first half, the Eagles missed one free throw. In the second half, they've only made one free throw. 73-40, 7:35 to go here in the second half. Benson will get it to Sem. Sem will dribble up to the free throw line, kick it up top. Sem will get it back near wing. Thought about the three, fakes it, drives in, gets the high percentage shot just in front of the free throw line, and she now has 10 points in the game, and it's 73-42 in favor of Fargo Davies. Near wing, it's Grosgruber. Down low, shot won't go, and Sem will pull down the rebound. 7 minutes to go in this one. That's another turnover for Fargo North. Back the other way, spinning around, shot is up, loose ball comes down to the hands of Maddie England. Look inside, Maggie Benson. Oh, she couldn't get it to go. 6:35 to go here in the second half. It remains 73-42. Driving baseline there is Grosgruber, and whistle will blow. I look down for a second. Ball will go back to Fargo North.
Back in for the Spartans. Number 23, Morgan Comer. Number 30, Sophia Cody. And in the game, number 15, Ellen Kenninger.
Shot is up. That one won't go in. That was Kenninger. In between the circles, it's Safransky working the ball. Puts it into the hands of Grosgruber, far side. Now look down low, and it's off the low block. Shot is no good from Ava Wild. Jenny Sem will pull down the rebound, bring it back all the way, and take it to the hoop. Won't get it to drop, but she will take a trip to the free throw line.
Following Eagles, number 34, Lauren Fury. Jenny Sem at the line.
Sem will connect on that free throw. She's 3 for 3 in the game. And she remains perfect. 4 for 4 for Jenny Sem. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points for Jenny Sem in the matchup now, and it's 73-44. Just under 6 minutes to go here. Near wing, that's Ellen Donut. Donut looks inside, gets it back, puts up the long two, and that's a little too strong. Rebound comes down to the Spartans. They'll put it into the hands of Maddie England. England will come across the timeline, look for the pass down low, and well, spotted the player. She was in the right spot, but the pass was a little bit too high, and Morgan Comer, who stands 5'9", probably 6'4", with her hands in the air, had that pass go to the 6'5" mark and just couldn't quite grab onto it. 5.5 to go here, 73-44 in favor of the Eagles as they cross the timeline. For the most part, it's junior varsity players in for Fargo Davies right now. Ellen Donut will give it back over far side there to Ava Wild. Wild will have it poked away but recollect the ball. Wild will pull back up to where the ball was poked away from. Now she'll pick up her dribble, look inside, turn around at the free throw line, a little off to the right side there, out of the hands of Lauren Fury, excuse me. She has 4 points, 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. 73-44 as the ball goes out of bounds, stopping the clock with 5:03 to go. Greta Rader checks into the lineup. Jenny Sem will get a breather on the bench. And Maddie England will receive the inbounds pass.
Following the Eagles, number 34, Lauren Fury. That's her first. Check that, or second?
Yeah, I was just going to say, according to my scorebook, that was her second. And they got it right down there in the scoring table. Free throws missed by Sophie Cody, and then the rebound's up and in.
Greta Rader for 2.
Back it the other way, shot is up and in by Fury. Rader gets the bucket on this end for the Spartans, Fury on that end for the Eagles, and now back on this end, the Spartans have the ball. It's Kenninger. Shot, excuse me, had the hiccups there. Shot up won't go. After all that, Eagles come away with the basketball. That's Grausgruber driving into the lane, and I think that was before the shot, so, well, it might be a one-on-one anyway. I think that's team foul number 7 here for the Spartans. And it will indeed be a one-on-one for Abby Grausgruber, 5'6" senior.
Number 24, Erica Peters.
She's 0 for 2 from the free throw line in the game so far today. And that one is up and in. That's her first make from the free throw line today for Fury. Or check that. Grausgruber. Second one is up at the front of the rim, won't go. Whistle low, that'll stop the clock with 4:18 to go here in the second half, and the ball will go back to Fargo North on a foul on Fargo Davies. We will march down to this end to shoot free throws now.
Morgan Comer shooting 1 and 1.
Free throw up and in. (76-47) as a result. 76-48. 2 for 2 for Morgan Comer. That one's taken away. It's another turnover for Fargo Davies. They have 13 now in the game, and that one's up and in. 50 to 76 off the bucket by Sophia Cody, who has 6 points and is 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Check that, she has 8 points, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 3:47 to go, 76-50 in favor of Fargo Davies. Grofberg will have the ball at top, and now the pass gets deflected out of bounds. I believe that's off the hand of Morgan Comer, and it will indeed stay with Fargo Davies.
And for the Spartans, number 14, Lexi Smith.
Lexi Smith checks back into the Spartan for the Spartan lineup. Ball's tipped around. Fargo North picks it back up. Driving into the lane. Shot off the glass, won't go. Rebound pulled down by the Davies. Ava Wild. The shot was taken by Ellen let's try that again. Ellen Kenninger, excuse me. Erica Peters with a 3 that goes off the front of the rim, and Madeline Stroud will pull down the rebound. Stroud had a good showing in the JV game earlier, and now a jump ball. That possession arrow will favor Fargo North. 76-50, 3:03 to go here in the second half, and Fargo Davies. Hill might be a little bit too. There we go. Now he got it. I don't know. Maybe somebody told him, or maybe you heard me. I don't know. Taya Opine back into the lineup for Fargo North. And she has the ball right now over on the far wing. Drives in, free throw line, tried to put up a shot that was partially blocked there by Fargo Davies, Ava Wild.
Ellen Gannett also in the game for the Eagles.
Donat. I don't know, Fargo Davies student told me it was Donut at the game against Bismarck Century on December 1st. Swatted out of bounds, rejected by Ava Wild. Nice block there by the 5'11 freshman. If we were at Fargo Davies High School, you might hear the chant, she's a freshman, but not here at Fargo North. Inbounds pass will find its way into the hands of Lexi Smith.
Foul on the Eagles, number 3, Abby Gothberg. Lexi Smith at the line. 1-1.
Gothberg picks up her first, 9th team foul. She has to make this one to get a second one. The first one's up and in. She'll get one more. 51-76. Lexi Smith 1 for 1 from the free throw line. This is her first trip in the game to the free throw line, and her second one's up. It looks good, and it is good. 2 for 2. 76-52, 2.5 to go. And, you know, we got a 24-point spread here, and, well, you know, at least 18 of those points were off that 11-0 run off turnovers in that first half. And you take that away, and like we said on our pregame show, this would be a much closer game, but Fargo Davies doing exactly what they had to do, build that lead early and not underestimate. And that's exactly what they're doing. 78-52. Fargo North has had a few chances in the second half to come back, but that three will be off the back rim, but they haven't been able to make the push that they've needed to make here. A minute 53 and counting. They need to play perfect basketball from this point forward if they want a chance to even make things interesting. And I have a timeout on Fargo North. They'll stop the clock with 1:43 to go. Fargo Davies 78, Fargo North 52. It's high school basketball here on the ND Sports Channel. Back in 30 seconds on the ND Sports. April 2019, the Fargo North softball team returns to the ND Sports Channel. Live video broadcasts of each and every Spartan softball game, home and away all season long, will be streamed live on the ND Sports Channel. This spring, watch every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for your Fargo North Spartans live and exclusively on the ND Sports Channel. And for a full current sports schedule, check out the website at ndsportschannel.com. To sponsor Spartan softball, give us a call, 701-404-9072. That's 701-404-9072. All right, welcome back. Fargo North timeout coming out of it. It was 78-52. It was 9-9. We were tied. Approximately 13 minutes to go in that first half. I forgot to write down the time. Fargo Davies made a shot to make it 11-9, and they've never given up the lead since then. Fargo Davies will collect the rebound. Come back the other way. Work the ball over into the far corner. That is Donut. I will ask for future Fargo Davies basketball games how to say that before we do our next Davies game. At least on the girls' side. I don't think there's anybody with that last name on the boys' team. I guess we'll have to find out. Let's take a look. I have it written down. No, there is none on the boys' team. So once again, 78-52.
At the line for the Spartans, Lexi Smith shooting.
That's 10, so double bonus for the remaining minute 11 of the game here for Fargo North, and the first one's up and no good. That's the first miss of the game for Lexi Smith. And now it's her second miss, and as a result, she's 50%, 2 for 4 in the game here. Comes back outside, driving baseline. Shot goes off the bottom of the backboard, and they will call a foul on Fargo North.
Foul on the Spartans, number 22, Anna Benson.
Anna Benson picks up her first team foul,
Ellen
8.
Bennett at the line.
Shot is up and in. Nice job there by Ellen Donette. Second one's up and in as well. 2 for 2 for Donette. That puts Davies into the 80s, 80 to 52. Opheim on the near wing, gets around the defender, lays it in off the glass. Nice job by the 5'6" senior, Taya Opheim. 80 to 54, 38 seconds to go. JV players and bench players putting in the best effort they can here with the opportunity that they got for Fargo North, and you saw that displayed well on that last bucket there by Taya Opheim. Clock will stop, and then a turnover, and ball will go back to Fargo Davies with 17 seconds to go here in the game. Coming up in your post-game show, we'll add up some numbers, get you some stats, select a player of the game, and all that good stuff. Coming up in your post-game show shortly here on the ND Sports Channel. 80 to 54, 8 seconds to go. Bounce pass outside. They're trying to dribble out the clock. 2 seconds to go, and they will do just that. Now bring us to 0. And your final score, Fargo Davies 80 and Fargo North 54. We'll take a timeout and be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. In our first year on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you 282 games, and 247 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 247 games that would have had 0 broadcast coverage had it not been for our sponsors supporting high school sports on the ND Sports Channel. If you are interested in joining our varsity sponsor team, please contact us by email or by phone. Our email is ndsportschannel@gmail.com, and our phone number is 404-9072. With your support, we can do even more high school sports in the future. Plus, you'll be putting your products and business in front of an average of 222 viewers and listeners per game. Let's team up. NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores, and get the same scores on your mobile device every night. The ND Sports Channel is your home for Fargo Davies soccer in 2019. This spring, catch select matches for the girls team live on the ND Sports Channel, scheduled to be determined. And this fall, catch all the Eagles boys soccer matches, both home and away, live on the ND Sports Channel. Watch on-demand replays of the 2018 soccer season by clicking on soccer under the game rewind button on our website, ndsportschannel.com. April 2019, the Fargo North softball team returns to the ND Sports Channel. Live video broadcasts of each and every Spartan softball game, home and away all season long, will be streamed live on the ND Sports Channel. This spring, watch every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for your Fargo North Spartans, live and exclusively on the ND Sports Channel. And for a full current sports schedule, check out the website at ndsportschannel.com. To sponsor Spartan softball, give us a call, 701-404-9072. That's 701-404-9072.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo. All right, welcome back. Fargo Davies High School here as the Fargo North High School, as Fargo Davies picks up the win over Fargo North. Final score 80-54. That is not updated, but so ignore what you see on the screen there for points scored, points allowed, and the win-loss record here. The turn down the background noise. I guess that is turned down already. Let's see here. Starting for Fargo North, Greta Rader with 2 points, Maddie England with 14, including 4 3-pointers. And then you have Taya Opheim with 5, and she went 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Let's see here. Lexi Smith with 4, Anna Benson with 2, Morgan Comer with 8, Jenny Sem with 10, Sophie Cody with 8, and Megan Benson with 1. In the first half, the Spartans went 0 for 1 from the free throw line. The only attempt coming from Taya Opheim, she missed it. They would turn things around in the second half, go 12 of 17 for 70% in the second half, or 12 of 18 for 67% through the game for the Fargo North Spartans from the free throw line. For the Fargo Davies Eagles, 2 points for Ellen Donette, if that's how you say it, 17 apiece for Riley Waka and Taylor Fay. And then you have Taylor Frosley with 13, Abby Grosgruber with 1, Julia Shook with 5, Lauren Feary with 6, Brooklyn Koenig with 21 points, including 15 off three-pointers in the second half. She only had, she only had 5 of those 21 points in the first half of play. The rest came in the second half. And then once again, Lauren Feary was 6, and then Ava Wild played. She had a blocked shot, but no points. And Madeline Stroud played as well, but no points for Madeline Stroud. That's going to almost wrap things up. But first, it's time to select a player of the game here. And we'll go with Fargo Davies. And your player of the game is going to be the sophomore Brooklyn Koenig. She ended the night with a spectacular, as we mentioned a moment ago, had a lot of points in the second half compared to the first half. 21 points overall. And let's see here. We need to make that a little bit smaller, apparently. There we go. 21 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Free throws, she went 2 for 3. Rebounds, she had 4, 2 on the offensive glass, 2 on the defensive glass, and she came off the bench. Let me double check that. Yes, she did. She came off the bench, unless I forgot to circle her as a starter. So disregard the off the bench, but she's still going to be our player of the game, Brooklyn Koenig, for the Fargo Davies Eagles. It's 21 points and your player of the game here on the ND Sports Channel. That wraps things up for the girls' varsity game. The boys' varsity game is about 15 minutes away. We'll break, get things set up for that boys' game, come back in a few minutes with your pregame show right here on the ND Sports Channel. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you in a few minutes for the boys' varsity game between the Eagles and the Spartans next on the ND Sports Channel.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the ND Sports Channel. Did you miss any of the game? Check out Game Rewind on our website at ndsportschannel.com.